We'll get in here. This is mainly where I carry life jackets, ropes, rain suit, emergency kit, jump start pack. Best investment you can have right there. We need to put that on the charger, make sure it's charged up. That little bad boy right there will jump start your boat and get you back down the lake if you run out of battery juice. It's a cheap investment. Rain suit, cleaning rags. There's a rain suit top. Here's another life jacket. This is my little box of necessities. There's a few tools in there. Will take care of what I need on the water if I do have something go down. Rain boots, more cleaning towels, power cords. I was actually looking for that one. Flares. How many anglers that went to the Bass Open in Orange, Texas? We got told we needed flares, and I think everybody bought flares. I have flares now. Then we were told a couple hats, my operator's manual, gloves, my Humminbird beanie, remote controls. We'll clean her up a little bit and then we'll put her back together. Now that I own flares, I'm just going to add them to my little toolkit here. They may come in one day and save me. We were fishing coastal waters and they said we needed those to fish coastal waters, but I have flares now. But I keep some bits, a little extra wiring, crimper, a couple drivers. This little multi-tool is great because it'll take any of these bits. Those bits, it works as a bit driver with it. That's going to fix a lot of things. The other thing is a crescent wrench. 10 millimeter is very important. That fits a lot of bolts on the motor and that stuff. Crescent wrench will fit the other jack plate bolts, allow you to take care of stuff if something happens. We'll put our operator's manuals and stuff back in there. I keep a first aid kit. Rain boots. I have been in places it's rained, it seems like for 14 days. And those things are kind of nice on an old soggy foot. Put my rain suit back. Got my Dobbins rain suit here. And then life jackets. I keep spare life jackets just in case. Never know, you may come upon a boater that needs one. Especially if you're running automatics, make sure that it's checked, and it's got the green on it. I've got my kill switch ready on it. One thing I like to do on a kill switch, put one of these carabiners on it. Makes it quicker to hook and unhook. Life jackets are in there. Next thing is dock lines. I got lots of ropes. Never know when you may need to pull in somebody. All my buddies out there, I keep an extra tow cable for them. Especially the Mercury guys. I have to give them a hard time. I have got a couple friends that our joke is I'm the towboat USA. I'm the towboat DV special. Call me, I'll come to rescue you. I got the ropes, I got the tools. You just tell me where the fish are and I'll come catch your fish and tow you in for you. These are microfiber towels. I like to keep them because that's what I use to clean my grass during the day. And I keep lots of them on hand because they come in handy. Super hot day, soak that sucker in a little water, throw it on your head, and you'll be nice and cool. It's like air conditioning for a bass fisherman. Week, 10 days, well, probably more like 10 days to 2 weeks will be on the water. Those rags will be there. I got my iPilot Link remote. And I just set them on top. Got the Talon dual remote that will run both Talons independent. I have an extra single remote. And one of my favorites, the Vahrenberg Bluetooth controller. Yep, there's lots of remotes, but it allows me to do things easier if I'm doing it. Some things I can do on the graph now, some things I can do with the remote, just depending on what I want. I usually keep a couple of extra hats in case something happens, and we actually got a cold front coming, so old Vahrenberg beanie be going in there because someday I may need to get to use it. But good thing for it to use, I'm going to store my remotes right inside of that. That way they're all nice and protected in there. Got me some driving gloves. It's not going to get super cold. Have a power charger for my phone. Got a cigarette one there. Or I have one like this. I've actually got two of them in here. I was actually looking for this one because I keep this one in my truck, but I must have used it in the boat. This one I can actually run 110 volt outlet stuff too on it. So that's pretty much what I keep in my driver's side. Across the back deck, we're just going to check the live wells. Everything looks good to go in there. The Oxymax lights are on. Hopefully them suckers are full. The next step is where I do some tackle management. I use this back box here for my heavier tackle. Putting the weight towards the back of the boat will actually help the performance of your boat. First thing the boat's got to try to do is lift the bow of it, and the next thing is propel forward. If you put your weight up in front, it takes more horsepower to lift that nose of that boat, so you're not going to be able to go as fast. So adding your heavy stuff back here and your light stuff up front will help you get more speed and actually better fuel economy and cost you less to practice and all that stuff. So I put a lot of my heavy stuff back here, put my light stuff up front, and we'll show you. I've got a lot of stuff that I'm going to work through. This is actually extras, so I've got more extras in boxes that I'll carry in my truck. I don't like to go to any place and decide that I need to buy something when I get there, but I'll be at the tackle stores, I'm sure. But I like to have the stuff that I can practice with because I spend daylight to dark and don't have a lot of time to visit tackle shops once I get to the tournament location. It's practice, it's business. I want to make that Bassmaster Classic, South Carolina. I've got 2 outs, got 1 to go. It's bottom of the ninth, two outs, 2 strikes, and Grand Lake is our last hope. So what was in the box? Ooh, we had lots of tackle. I'll move these spinner bugs out of the way. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to clean everything out and get down and eliminate kind of some of the stuff that I don't need. And that big old box of jigs, right? Oh, wow. That's a lot of weight there. There's swim jigs. That's a heavy box. Plastics, they can add up a lot of weight too. So, get to start fresh minds, fresh game plan. So, I know the jig box is going in, and the ball and chain, the ball head. probably throw the shakies in. I think I pulled them out. Tubes. They come into play for me. Swim baits. I'm going to put them into maybe if I got room. Big deep cranks. We'll put them up in front. Big deep cranks. There's our large hollow bellies. We'll just put the large hollow bellies in. That'll give us a start. Square bills. Oh yeah, the Dave's Custom Bait square bill boxes going to the front, because I guarantee you that's going to be a lot of my game plan. There's my swim jigs and my swim jig trailer box. Those two would be nice together. And there's shaky heads. I'm not much of a shaky head man, but it's tough down there, and I'll do whatever it's gonna take to get there. Frogs and flukes probably not gonna go. That's little swim baits. Probably gonna fill this out with Cincos and soft plastics. I'll probably definitely be throwing some worms. There's a worm box. That's hula grubs. That's a couple cranks. My medium worms right there. I like those little smaller worms. And a tougher derby. We got some pocket crawls. Crankbaits. That can all go to the front. Flukes, toads, cranks. That's for the front right now. I got room for one more box, and I'll find something, or one or two. I'll find something to fill in that spot. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do. Just checking the cooler. I got a few beverages in there from last time I was out. We'll be filling that up and keeping lots of fluids to hydrate us. But that's pretty much what I put in there. The glove box, I have extra pieces, like there's an extra drain plug and an extra lanyard. My Browning sunglasses, got lots of different ones of them. Old aches and pains medicines, sunscreen, insurance policy. We need to upgrade that because that was just due. That's a rod tips. I like to keep them if I have tips that go bad. Some G-juice. There's some more aspirins. More sunscreen. Minn Kota cable. What else we got in here? Our live well drain plugs, hot hands. Hopefully I'll need them, man. That'd be nice. Have to use a hot hand. More G-juice. Drain plug, aloe vera. More G-juice. That's all we got. We'll repack that. That's pretty much what I carry in my box. That gives me my sunscreens, my insurance papers, all that stuff. So I'm ready to be legal and ready to rock and roll. Plus, I like to carry I use the premium handle. This is the handles I took off just in case something happened. I put them back in the corner here. Yeah, this is the in-floor cooler. I use it for prop storage. I got my tools, got my cutters and all that stuff. Split ring pliers, they're all there. I carry an extra trolling motor prop, an outboard prop wrenches, everything. I can change the prop out on the water real quick and easily. Never know if you're going to have a problem, and that stuff stays there. That is kind of my other little maintenance area. Got all this stuff ready. Next thing to do is go through rod, figure out which ones I want to put in the boat and which ones I want to carry as spares. I carry a lot of extra rods, that way if I have a problem I can quickly change them out. Don't have to get them fixed or repaired. plus different techniques. In practice, I'll throw a lot of different things on different rods, different line sizes, different lures, different shades, different colors to kind of fine tune what I'm trying to do. So my next thing is to kind of organize the rods, which ones that I want to spool up and which ones I want to put in as spares and take with me if I need them, if I decide to do anything. So I gotta get my old man glasses on. That's a spinning rod. Hopefully I don't have to do much of that. Once we get, instead of letting you watch me look at every single one of these rods and the ones in the rod box and figure out which ones I want to take and which ones I want to get ready, I'm going to split them up and then tell you why I'm doing it. One of the quick things is, if you look, I've got them color coded. Red is my crankbait handle. I make it easy. I got crankbaits are all red, so I can quickly separate based on the color of the handle which rods I've got. My spinning rods, my cranking rods, my 2, my 3, my 4, my 5 powers, and then I got my bad dogs, the heavy duty and the black. Those are my stiff flipping sticks and that type of stuff. So that's how I organize my rods and reels, and then I will have different models within that, different lengths and stuff, but it makes it so much easier to quickly identify what's laying on the deck or what's in the rod box, to make it easier for you and me. Okay, what's in the front storage box? Well, you can't go fishing without snacks and goodies. Soft drops and some mints and some pecans and cheese, snack crackers. That's what's in that box. Extra pair of sandals. Gotta have them. There's another extra life jacket. Another rope that can go to the back. Gotta have your beef jerky. Cullen balls. Spinner baits. Can't forget if nature calls. Also in the box is, besides the cullen balls, is cullen balance beam, official bass measuring board. That's a carry bag. That's to tie some wires. That's an extra little piece of rope. A little piece of wood. Some extra goodies. The Yamaha squeegee here. That's a nice little gift. And maintenance matters. And that's what we're doing today. Maintaining our boat. This is a good old friend of mine, had a tournament saver bag, and this allows you to carry your fish up. I normally have a plastic bag and the tournament saver. If something would happen and I transfer my catch to another boat to get in, this helps me transport them without losing any of them. So that's one of the things that may come into play. So I'm going to have all sizes, shapes, colors, the spinner baits in there. Everything from an 1/8 to an ounce. Can't forget the culling board. The balls, they'll all go up here in front. And the balance beam. That's Mr. Guaranteed to know which fish to call right. Now I got a little stuff I'm going to move back to another boat. I like keeping a little block of wood. Sometimes it comes in handy. We can't forget our necessities there. Food and both ends there. That's pretty much going to be in front of the box unless I put some overflow lightweight tackle. What do we keep in here? Well, we got a lot of different stuff in here. There's some baits, old school life jacket, mini hats. I wear many different hats. Massey, Minn Kota, hummingbirds, Never have too many hats. There's some more clothing. Bag full of baits. I went to a tackle shop, it looks like there. The butt seat. I always keep a buoy if I get to a dock or the locks. I use that. Normally stick that sucker way up front, stick my seat way up there. I don't use a butt seat much. Keep a towel around, throw cushion. There's some more baits. There's my butt seat pole. Lights. Also have my boat sticks. Man, if you ain't used these boat sticks, they are great to tie up your boat with too. I don't have a shortage of anything to tie the boat up with. These work great. You can come up to a cleat, pull that, and it keeps the boat away off the thing. I keep them handy. I use them in locks and that stuff too. And then you got to have a push pole. And I tell you what, I've push poled on some deep water lake. There's a little more tackle, but I keep a push pole handy. My rear light, this boat has LEDs already built in the front light, so don't need anything there. Put that stuff in there. Hey, and if you see Chris Jones, there's the official tow rope that I use to pull him. Chris Jones, official tow rope right there. That's official tow rope of Chris Jones, FLW Angler. I won that a long time ago, and it's come in handy to pull some of my buddies in that don't run Yamahas. Got a paddle in there, got fire extinguisher. Check it, yep, it's good to go. Always want to double check it, never know when to. And that's everything that's in here. So we'll start packing it back a little bit here. Man, you take a towel, wipe your face off on a hot day, you'd be refreshed, amazed at how much it helps. Gonna save some room. We're gonna be probably piling some crankbaits. I see some there. I'll probably pile a bunch of lighter weight crankbaits and stuff in here just to get started with. Organize this stuff up a little bit, be ready to go. Keep that throw cushion up on top. I think that's the regulation. And I had that life jacket from the other one. Put that there, and we'll put the throw cushion right on top. In case of emergency, it's right there handy. We got one more box to go. And this is Hell Fishing Central right here. We got some worms, we got some top waters, got some plastics. Got a lot of organization to do here. More worms, weight box. I probably need to move that to the back because there's a lot. Always got to have you an extra hummingbird hat. You got to have lots of hats in your boat. Especially when you got a head like this, you got to keep a lid on or you're going to be hot. There's some more trash. I've used all them up, but pull all this out of here, get it rigged back up. Buzz baits, plastics, more plastics, top waters there, some more plastic. That looks like Reaction Innovation sweet beavers. There's There's some more cranks. There's 3 to 5 foot cranks. There's 0 to 2 foot cranks. There's some square bills. There's some, oh, that's money box there. Look at them pretty ones. Them are Sexy Days custom baits, black market balsas. They are one of my favorite. And then I always keep a box of treble hooks. Different variety of treble hooks in there to change out hooks on baits. It's lightweight, it's easy to keep back in there, but that's pretty much everything. I use this box for my lighter weight tackle. Use the back box for the heavier weight stuff. Now it's just selecting what I want to use, and I'll show you what's going to be in the this is the Top Gun box. This is the primary baits that I'll be using at Grand Lake probably. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. You got to keep your elbow braces, but I got all my hooks, terminal tackle, that type of stuff. Some extra baits. There's some swim jigs there. There's a regular jig. It needs to be cleaned out a little bit, but it's extras I use day in, day out. Stuff I want quick access to. It's a day box. I need about 5 of these. But I like to keep stuff in here. It is so handy to keep your small stuff organized and handy right there. Jump down here, grab it real nice and neat. That's the way game day is going to be. Now I have created organized chaos. This is the fun part, is packing the goodies that you plan on using. So we've got things kind of packed up, cleaned back up. We're ready to go. Front of the boat, let's take a look at what we got packed in the box. That's all of our day goodies, our hooks, that type of stuff. Terminal tackle is mainly in there. In this box we've got everything from our life preservers to some extra tackle, lightweight tackle. This is our some excess tackle, our tournament goodies, and our necessities. Come back to this one, and we've got our main baits, our lightweight baits, our crankbaits, and that type of stuff. And then passenger side, we've got the rods and reels. I think I got 16 or 20 combinations in here. I forgot. Then we've got our little excess goodies here that the back of the boat don't need as often. On the passenger side, we've got our heavyweight tackles, our plastics, and that stuff's all packed in here. Live wells, well, that's for tournament day. And on this side, we've got our life jacket and our boat maintenance stuff and some extra goodies there. One thing we didn't talk about that I always check is batteries. We've got our daily ramp there. We've got an extra set of jumper cables just in case. I always seem to be prepared. But I just checked the water in the batteries, made sure they're up. That's one other thing you need to do. If you've got lead acid batteries, is check the water in them. Looks like our Minn Kota charger is going to work. Topping it off because we've had her up and running today. But there's one last thing that I definitely need to do before we hit the road. I like to make sure my bird screens are nice and clear before I take them off for transport. I do not transport long distance with the graph. Get you some Windex multi-surface vinegar. Spray it on them units. And a microfiber towel. And they will be perfectly clean when we get to the ramp and start practicing. I like to rub straight down the first time to take any dirt and that type of stuff and get it off the screen. We got everything here ready to go, so see you on the water. We can't forget about the bow. We got the Ultrex with the 360, and we got two more birds up here, and we're gonna clean them up. Get them all nice and clean. Got this off so it's charging. And last but not least is cable management, and we're ready to go fishing. I'll show you what I do here. When I take these units off, get ready to travel, pull the units, unplug all the cables, what I've got is these reusable cables. I take the wires, like this. I'll just go right around something like that pedal. Come up like this, and we'll tie everything together. That way they're not flopping in the wind. We have our helix. It's got the nice easy quick release, and then we'll jump back here to the bow and I'll show you how I do it back there. Got those two. Take the KVD Kong mount from T&H, pull it around, take my units off, take these two, what I do is I just tie them to the steering wheel. And then we'll take the Solix, do it, take one of the ties for it, and we'll be all good to go, ready to travel. Thank you for tuning in again. Hope that helped you learn a little bit more about what we do and how we do it. And I hope that gives you some ideas of ways that you can do it and travel safe to your fishing destination, your fishing vacations, and learn a little bit about tackle preparation and organization and a few other tips to get more out of your investments. Thank you. Now we're travel ready.